Today, fans around the world are reeling as news breaks that Matt Roloff, the beloved patriarch of TLC's hit reality series Little People, Big World, has suffered a major heart attack. Sources confirm he is in critical condition and has been rushed to the hospital. Stay with us as we bring you every heartbreaking detail of this developing story. For over 2 decades, Matt Roloff has captured our hearts. As co-star and co-producer of Little People, Big World, he's shared his journey living with dwarfism on the family's iconic Oregon farm. A devoted husband, father of 4, and determined entrepreneur, Matt turned life's challenges into triumphs, building a pumpkin patch empire and inspiring millions to embrace life's possibilities. Born in 1961, Matt overcame early hurdles, from surgeries to skepticism about his dreams, and proved that determination has no height limit. His bond with wife Amy and their 4 children has been the emotional anchor of the show, endearing them to fans worldwide. Eyewitnesses say around 9:15 a.m. local time yesterday, Matt felt an intense chest pain while inspecting a new barn structure. According to those on site, he clutched his chest and collapsed near the tractor shed. Panic ensued as family and farm hands rushed to his side. Matt was always so energetic, leading tours, lifting heavy beams. It was shocking to see him go down like that. We called 911 immediately. Paramedics arrived within minutes. They found Matt unconscious, his heart rhythm dangerously erratic. Medics performed on-site CPR and administered clot-busting medication before rushing him to Providence St. Joseph Hospital. It was a classic presentation: crushing chest pain, sweating, nausea. We stabilized him for transport and activated a cardiac catheterization team en route. Upon arrival, Matt was whisked straight to the catheterization lab. Doctors confirmed a 100% blockage in his left anterior descending artery, the so-called widowmaker. He underwent an emergency angioplasty and stent placement. A widowmaker heart attack is among the most serious. Fortunately, Mr. Roloff received prompt care, which increases survival odds. He remains in critical but stable condition in the cardiac intensive care unit. News of Matt's condition reached his wife, Amy, on the way back from a women's retreat. She collapsed with shock. Their eldest, Jeremy, left college classes and raced home. Zach, Molly, and Jacob gathered at Matt's bedside, holding vigil. The Roloff family prays for a miracle. Matt has always been our rock. We asked fans to unite their thoughts and prayers for his recovery. What happens in a heart attack? A heart attack occurs when blood flow to the heart muscle is blocked, usually by a clot. Symptoms can include chest pressure, shortness of breath, and cold sweats. Quick intervention, like the treatment Matt received, dramatically improves survival and reduces long-term damage. Post-angioplasty, patients often face weeks of recovery, medication regimens, lifestyle changes, and cardiac rehabilitation. Experts emphasize diet, exercise, and stress management to prevent recurrence. Within hours, #pray for Matt Roloff trended on Twitter. Fans shared personal stories of how Matt's honesty about dwarfism empowered them. Instagram posts poured in, featuring fan art, heartfelt messages, and prayer chains. Matt has fostered a tight-knit community. His vulnerability on camera helped destigmatize disability. Now, fans return the favor, offering emotional support and organizing fundraisers for his medical bills. Tomorrow, doctors will assess Matt's heart function through echocardiograms and blood tests. If all goes well, he may transition from ICU to a step-down unit in 3 to 5 days. Cardiac rehab could begin within 2 weeks, focusing on gentle exercise and physical therapy. Recovery from a major heart attack is a marathon, not a sprint. With proper care, Mr. Roloff has a strong chance of returning home in the coming weeks, though full recovery could take several months. Castmates from Little People, Big World have released video messages. Tori Roloff posted tearful support. Amy Roloff, Matt's ex, sent a heartfelt prayer, Brother-in-law Zach Roloff organized a 5K heart-strong run in Packwood, Washington, to raise awareness. This has been a difficult day for the Roloff family and fans alike. Matt Roloff's fight reminds us of life's fragility and the power of community. Let's all send our hope, prayers, and positive energy his way. More update. Matt Roloff drops farm ticket price after cutting property value to $3.4 million as he struggles to sell land. And is Chris Marek distancing himself from Matt Roloff? I will explain everything. Matt, 62, lowered the entry ticket price as he also dropped his asking price for his farm from $4 million to $3.4 million. For $27 in 2022, you may see all the farm animals and activities, participate in a question and answer session with Matt, and even take a wagon trip around the grounds. Matt decided to slash the entrance charge by $1 this year. Even if you didn't want to ride in the wagon, you could still enter the farm for only $20. Matt has been unsuccessful in finding a buyer for the 16-acre farm, which includes the family home, the castle, and western town. Matt listed 16 of the 109 acres on the farm for sale in May 2022. Even though his 33-year-old twin sons, Jeremy and Zach, offered to buy the farm from him, he decided to put it up for sale instead. Despite the TLC star's original request of $4 million, Matt opted to promote the family residence as a rental by October 2022, according to the U.S. Sun. This past August, Matt relisted the farm at a reduced price. The farm is still posted for sale 92 days after the first listing, with the TLC star asking $3.4 million this time. According to an eyewitness who spoke with the U.S. Sun, Matt revealed the upcoming season's wrap date and other plot lines when visiting Roloff Farm during pumpkin season. According to the source, Matt urged his followers to a reading of Lil Lucy Big Race, his 2018 book that drew inspiration from the family farm dog Lucy. After the reading, Matt opened the floor to questions from the audience regarding the book and the Roloff's time on Lpbw. Season 25's plans were queried by a dedicated fan. In August, Matt announced that filming for Season 25 had wrapped. He then went on to admit that the Roloff family isn't always the first to hear when shows are set to air. The TLC star joked about how he sometimes reads about the show's premiere date in the press before contacting the production company. Matt announced that his sons Jeremy and Jacob, who are 26 years old, will not be making an appearance on the show. He explained that they stepped away from the limelight a long time ago. But ever since his emergency brain surgery in February, his son Zach's health has been a constant battle. It was exclusively disclosed last month in the U.S. Sun that Zach and Tori will not be returning to Lpbw next season. Matt revealed that health issues that come with dwarfism and Zach's continuing recuperation will be chronicled in Season 25. Several issues regarding construction surrounding the farm were also answered by the patriarch of the Roloff family. He said, "I've been living in the one-story home, and when I move into the new house, Izzy and Jacob are going to move in where I was." The one-story house, which is part of the $4 million Roloff Farms, sits between the family home that has been shown on TLC and Matt's new dream home construction. Does Chris Marek see Matt Roloff as an enemy? To inquire about the sale and the progress of the pumpkin season, Chris pays a visit to Matt at the farm. Amy Roloff has not yet made up her mind about taking part. Part of the property is now for sale, and her feelings have changed. It was noted by Chris that the property did not have any pending signs. According to Matt, he didn't think any of the people who showed interest in the property were a good match. Perhaps Chris's fans are asking what gives him a vested interest in the transaction. No-brainer here. Chris is interested in the status of the sale because he works in the real estate industry. Matt, on the other hand, is fine with Chris probing him with questions. To him, it's clear that Chris' motivation is purely altruistic. Matt declined to cut the price at this time, saying he wanted to observe how the cycle unfolded. When it comes to getting ready for pumpkin season, Matt and his people are right in the thick of it. Given the state of the economy this year, Matt predicts a more subdued year. Matt stated that he's still considering performing tours when asked about it. Although the same path will still be followed, he intends to reduce the number of tours in order to make the event as simple as feasible. Chris then inquired as to whether or not he would like Amy to be a part of the pumpkin season by welcoming guests. He confirmed and mentioned that he would also like Chris to assist with the tours. Matt is hoping that Amy will pitch in, but he would prefer it if Chris did so. If Matt follows through with his plans to have the tours, Chris doesn't see any need for him to help. On the other hand, Matt thinks that Chris and other family members should be the ones to lead the tours. Even Matt's fans know that he couldn't sell all of Roloff Farms. He therefore chose to turn it into a rental instead. Amy made her displeasure of the concept clear in an Instagram Live. "We all know it's up for short rental now that Matt owns it," Amy replied. "As for me, I'm not a fan." Additionally, she admitted that she occasionally wishes she had taken that chance, that risk, and purchased him out of the farmhouse property. More update. Shares images of herself with Matt on Instagram along with advertisements for Little People, Big World. "Are you ready?" Karen wrote under a selfie she took with Matt in one of her posts. The new season will start on March 31st. Seize the opportunity. Hello there. Because she was so excited about the new season, she also urged fans to give it a watch. It was clear to Karen that their relationship would be troublesome once Amy revealed that they may have had an affair. After being with Matt, she knew she would have more influence. For as long as Matt has been seeing Karen, his kids have been on opposite sides. After Matt decided to list the farms, Zach and Tori chose to move to Battleground, Washington so they could focus on their kids. Since Zach and Tori moved away, Matt has kept in touch with them so he can keep his relationship with his grandchildren strong. However, his connection with his son hasn't exactly been stellar. During their engagement in Little People, Big World Season 25, Zach remained silent. Despite his desire to confess, he ultimately chose not to talk about their encounter with the filmmakers. He told the producer, "I don't want to talk about it," when the latter probed him about how he felt about the engagement news. The Little People, Big World actor seemed awkward discussing the subject, and his posture reflected that. When asked about Matt and Karen's engagement, Zach's response was heartbreaking. It was initially hard for him to accept their relationship. Now that he has eliminated the negative influences in his life, Zach is eager to devote more time and energy to his wife and children. Karen has been very conceited ever after her role in Little People, Big World. Before she started seeing Matt, she wanted to know how many people would notice his split from Amy and their new romance. Her influence on his choices throughout the years has been detrimental to his relationships with his children. Little People, Big World star Matt Roloff on the show's 26th season and his feelings about it. When asked about the future of Little People, Big World, Matt Roloff has been forthright regarding the show's viability. While speaking with ET's Cassie DeLaura, Matt referred to the return of his TLC documentary series for season 26 as the $1 million question. The future of the series is still up in the air, as Matt explained in a lengthy Facebook post back in April, telling ET that a number of cast members, some family members, have expressed desire to move on to different projects and things. On the other hand, Little People, Big World is like the little engine that could. He pointed out, somehow, it keeps going when we think it's going to stop. Therefore, I am frightened to answer yes at this moment. I am really confused. While Matt did admit that there are conversations that are going on within the network, he was appreciative of TLC's and the show's producers' consideration and care for his family. "They're always checking in on us, making sure we're doing good," he added. The network and production crew have been tremendously helpful in keeping tabs on our feelings and development. Currently, all we're doing is taking it easy. The 2006 debut of Little People, Big World included the 4 children of Matt and Amy Roloff, who were married at the time. All of their children left the show at some point, with the exception of Zach, who made his departure public following the conclusion of the most current season. Also, Matt and Amy's divorce was finalized in 2016. After that, he got engaged to Karen Chandler, who had been a cast member in later seasons of the show. During the production cycle, it really can be tough on you, he added. I guess it would be fine if we never came back. In my opinion, we are all made extremely pleased by the Little People, Big World adventure. But Matt also said that he wouldn't mind coming back for another season if the opportunity came around, given enough notice. I would say maybe not immediately, but if we want to do a season 26 and we want to plan it out in the future, I would say yeah, according to Matt. I will be prepared. After wrapping up filming in late August or early September, I've had some much-needed break to unwind and recharge. Therefore, if they were to approach me and ask, "Want to do something else?" I would politely decline and listen. Looking back on the show's history, Matt said that he thinks it done a lot to elevate the status of ordinary people all across the globe in the public eye. I think Little People, Big World has really laid out a pretty incredible legacy in terms of society's perception of little people and anybody with differences, Matt elucidated. In my opinion, human civilization has come a long way. Therefore, I hope that the next season explores that further. No more today. What are you thinking about this gossip today? Let us know in the comments, and stay tuned by subscribing to our channel to get more updates like this. Thank you.